Alright, this is for Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Uh, Story was good, gameplay was good. This and Battle of Gods, two of the best Dragon Ball Z games in a very, 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 very long time. Having said that, there's not a whole lot of content for this game. There wasn't a whole lot of content for Battle of Gods. I mean, just you go back, Budokai 3, you had Dragon Arena, you had dueling, you had story mode, you had training, Budokai Tenkaichi 2, you had 4 different modes, Budokai Tenkaichi 3, the customization with those two games. You had the level up for Budokai 3, Tenkaichi 2, Tenkaichi 3, Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and 3. And then we get Burst Limit, and we get Raging Blast 1 and 2. And then we get the horrible, horrible mess that was Ultimate Tenkaichi, which, no, no, no. I mean, the boss battles, especially the Grade 8 battles, just no. So, my complaint is no content, not enough. I mean, you get Parallel Quest, you get story mode, and if you're a decent enough player, you can beat the story mode in 2-3 days. I mean, a lot of the people want the ability for customization. More items, being able to change the attacks for the characters. Um, the other thing that they did that I felt like was a step backwards is they didn't properly do the Super Saiyan, transformation. You know, you should have been able, like with Goku, you should have been able to transform into Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, you know, God mode, and then, there's not enough characters, not enough fights, and let's be honest, there's a ton of fights from DBZ, from the end of Dragon Ball, the Piccolo fight, the Tien fight, and then you get into Dragon Ball Z, you got the Raditz, you got the Nappa fight, you've got the Vegeta fight, which the Vegeta fight is a long fight. Then you go all the way, to the Namek saga, where Jason Birder, Raccoon fight, Captain Ginyu, the fight against Ginyu and Goku's body, the long fights for, Vegeta, Gohan, and Krillin against Frieza in his various forms, and then Piccolo comes into it, and then there's the huge fight with Goku versus Frieza. And then once you get out of that, you've got, I don't even really consider the Garlic Jr. because, I mean, just, it's crap. Then you've got the Android Saga. You've got, should have had, the sequence fighting the androids done better before Cell. Then you had the Trunks versus the Vegeta versus Imperfect Cell fight. Then you had the Trunks versus Imperfect Cell fight. Then you had Cell versus Goku. Then you had the Cell Juniors, and then you had the Cell, fight with against the Z Warriors, and then against Gohan, and then there was the Gohan versus Cell fight, which was a decently long fight because Cell kept trying to get him. And then you've got, you know, the one of the best fights out of the entire series, and this game is not in this. Out of the series is not in this game. That's the Majin Vegeta fight against Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Seriously? You're not going to include one of the most epic fights out of the entire series in it? And the problem with GT is the first part of it was stupid. And then there were fights that they could have had that would have been epic. They shortchanged us. The Nova Shinran fight should have been total kick-ass. But they, and then you get into the discussion, canon or not canon. I don't personally care, but I liked the latter part of GT after the whole stupid thing where they made him a kid and then stretched out his tail, whatnot. Once it got past that, and then he went to Golden Ozuru and then the Super Saiyan 4, it picked up. They missed some spots here and there, like the, Nova Shinron fight. And then, you know, I mean, come on. You know, I expect when $50 game, you expect more out of it than what you get. I mean, not even a week. I mean, how's that, how is that? I mean, that just doesn't make any sense, you know. And I feel like if the ones that has the license to it gave us more customization, gave us the ability to change the Z Warriors, what, skills, and then, made, there was one of the DBZ games, I forget where it was, where they did the, I think it was Budokai Tenkaichi 2, where they did the transformation into Super Saiyan, and they did it in such a way it was total kick-ass. It was done very well. I mean, like so you take a step forward in so many ways. You've got a good story mode. It's creative, it's new, it's fresh, and then you shortchange this. And I feel like there's been too much of a focus on the creative character story when, you know, you've taken away one of the things that made it epic is you're retelling the whole story from Dragon Ball Z. If you're going to include GT, from Dragon Ball Z to GT and then the movies. Movies is a separate thing because the Broly fight, they could have had the Broly fight in there cleanly, kick ass total, and done it right. And I gotta be honest, I was kind of disappointed with the Broly fight in Xenoverse. They didn't include Cooler. That was a very good fight. They didn't include Metacooler. They didn't include Mecha Frieza. Like I said, not enough customization. So, really, I mean, I don't personally care for Golden Frieza because I think it's lazy. I think it's just, it doesn't make any sense how they brought him back. You know, his his upgraded form to be, able to combat a Super Saiyan God should have been at least a bit different. I mean, I can understand why in the manga, kind of hard, that's why it's easy to just paint them gold because you don't get the facial expressions really, from panel to panel because you're only getting panels. But in the series itself, in the actual anime, you can see the little nuances of differences. And Golden Frieza's form, you don't see that. It's just a repainted Final Form Frieza. I'm not saying he should have been completely different, but come on. This will continue. We'll talk about it. I would love to see more customization, make the Super Saiyan transformations mean something. Give us a good summoning of Shinron. Include the other Dragon Balls. The Black Star Dragon Balls, the Namex Dragon Balls, and Earth's Dragon Balls. But like I said, this will continue, and I hope this is a good step in the right direction. But they got a long way to go.